Hi, thanks for joining me. We've entered week 19 in the Yellow Vest protest in France. It's not subsiding. It started to dip there a few weeks back, but has since gained momentum and is actually spreading throughout the country. Now, it's reached a new level, and that is because Macron, the dirty little bugger, has called in the military to stop the protesters, citing that the protesters are terrorists. So the military, equipped with machine guns and all kinds of other weapons, are now the ones that are moving the protesters out of designated areas. This is only going to get really bad in a hurry. This first week of military presence has not sparked anything yet, but the military are not the police. They do not have the patience or the practice of crowd control. So anything could happen in the next few weeks, and this probably is not going to upset Macron in the least. He's remember, Macron is being totally guarded by the newspapers in France. The newspapers are calling the Yellow Vest protest terrorists too. They're the ones calling the protesters terrorists. Meanwhile, these people are just trying to get on with their lives. That's been totally interrupted. I mean, these are not criminals. They're just ordinary citizens trying to get by, and they're finding that it's getting harder and harder to do anything. So they're far from terrorists, but now Macron and the newspapers are calling these groups terrorists and bringing in the military. And like I said, this week has gone by without too much incident. But next few weeks will determine, because I do not see it quieting down. I do think it's going to escalate even further into a new level. Quick note on the police, and probably one reason why Macron's called in the military is the police are getting to the point of total exhaustion. I feel sorry for the police because they're caught in this too. They're just ordinary people trying to do their job, but they have suffered. Many of them have suffered post-traumatic stress disorder, and some of them have actually committed suicide. I think the number is now 26 police officers in France have committed suicide, and a lot has to do with the state that country is in right now. And like I said, we've got to keep our eyes open because, quite frankly, North American newspapers are not covering the French protest hardly in the least. And if they are, they're just calling it a fuel tax protest. And that's all it. And we know that it's not that anymore. It's much more than that. Anyway, thanks for watching, and we'll keep you up to date. Thanks.